you for staying with us. My colleague Femi Akonde is joining from Abuja to start this discussion. Femi, today it seems like there's another twist to this matter following the injunction being issued by the Supreme Court. Tell us how this is flowing all around Abuja. What are you hearing? What more are you hearing about this?
Well, it's been a situation of twists and turns since the Central Bank of Nigeria introduced this policy. Many people had their misgivings about the policy. People spoke up against the policy. Economic analysts had their own take on it. Some were for it, some were against it. But, you know, the CBN's position remained unchanged. And it's along the line, when getting close to the deadline that the CBN imposed, we began to see the hardship that this whole policy caused or was causing for citizens across the country. A lot of them could no longer access cash, the old currency notes in their possession. A lot of them had to take it back or deposit it in the banks, but the banks did not have the new currency to replace the old currencies that they were trying to mop up. So that caused a serious problem and eventually started to snowball into security threats in the country. We started seeing protests here and there. You saw what was happening in banking halls, at ATM stands and all of that, you know. But thankfully, a lot of jubilation we have seen again today as the Supreme Court's ruling suspending the implementation of this policy, and the February 10 deadline was announced. A lot of people are happy. What they quarrel with is the way the Central Bank of Nigeria carried on with the implementation of this whole policy, because they feel like the Central Bank should make policies that are people-friendly, policies that will ease the life of people, that would also enhance businesses. Nigeria is doing good on the ease of doing business, but you know, when this policy came up, as it stands right now, a lot of businesses have been adversely affected. If you go to the markets, people can no longer trade because a lot of Nigeria's commerce is informal. They have to exchange cash by hand, not through internet banking and all of that. So a lot of businesses were hit by this policy. Most of these small businesses, like even the point of sale terminals that we have scattered around at different streets in our neighborhoods, a lot of them closed up because they do not have cash to give their customers. So the people felt like a lot of these factors should have been considered by the central bank before insisting on the February 10 deadline. We also saw the governors approach President Muhammadu Buhari, trying to pile pressure on him to prevail on the Central Bank of Nigeria to move the deadline. Mr. President asked for 7 days, but the governors could not wait for 7 days. Looking at the hardship Nigerians were going through, they went to the Supreme Court and they got judgment in favor or against the policy, and they say in favor of Nigerians. We are seeing the reactions already. People commending those governors for their courage for approaching the Supreme Court, even though these governors are, you know, politically speaking, belong to the same party as the president and belong to the party of the day, the ruling All Progressives Congress. The people are seeing the policy as an APC policy, but you know, these governors feel that the policy is against the people, and they approached the court and they got the judgment. So all of these reactions is what we are seeing, positive reactions here and there. But what people are again saying is it's now for the CBN to ensure that currency, the Naira note, is widely circulated. Even the old currency now in the possession of the CBN would have to be put into the markets or put into circulation so that people can access cash. A lot of Nigerians, Tolu, as we speak right now, are cash strapped.
I agree with you. My colleague there, live from Abuja, you answered my second question already, because I wanted to ask how it's affecting businesses and, you know, people all around in the capital, federal capital territory. Thank you so much, Femi Akonde. I'm sure you'll join any of our subsequent bulletins to also always bring us up to speed with developments around this story. Do enjoy the rest of your day. All right, well, let's get more into this. And I'm being joined via Zoom by Director and Co-Founder of Budget, Mr.